Imagine a 6-month physical conditioning program where the sole objective is to drink up to 2 liters of fresh cow's blood and milk every single day, while strictly avoiding any form of physical exercise. This map shows the isolated region of southwestern Ethiopia. Right here in the lower Omo Valley, specifically within the Salamago district, is the home of the Bodi tribe. They are a pastoralist community whose entire way of life revolves around the health and abundance of their cattle. In the modern world, elite physical fitness is associated with a highly muscular, lean physique. But for the Bodi men, the ultimate standard of beauty, health, and social status is exactly the opposite: a massive, protruding stomach. This physical standard is the centerpiece of their traditional New Year celebration, which takes place each June or July. It's called the Cow Ceremony, and it functions as a highly competitive contest to crown the heaviest man in the village. In a society where survival depends heavily on livestock, carrying immense physical weight is a walking ledger of prosperity. A man can only reach this size if his family possesses enough surplus cattle to feed him an endless supply of milk and blood. The process begins when each of the 14 Bodi clans nominates an unmarried man to compete. For the next 6 months, these competitors are placed in strict confinement inside small thatched huts. They are forbidden from doing any physical labor, exercising, or engaging in sexual activity. Their daily routine consists almost entirely of consuming a highly caloric, nutrient-dense mixture of raw cow's blood and whole milk, drinking the thick liquid at sunrise and continuing throughout the day. Forcing the human body to process that volume of rich, heavy liquid takes an immediate toll. It is completely normal for competitors to vomit the mixture, simply because their stomachs cannot comfortably hold the sheer quantity required to win. Because cattle function as the tribe's primary form of wealth, slaughtering an animal just for its blood is strictly forbidden. Instead, they use a highly specific, non-lethal harvesting technique. By carefully puncturing a vein in the cow's neck, they collect the necessary blood and then patch the wound with clay, allowing the animal to heal rapidly and continue grazing. Through this relentless cycle of feeding, the competitor's expanding body becomes physical proof of his family's vast resources. It shows the community that they have enough healthy cattle to sustain his complete removal from the daily workforce for half a year. When the isolation finally ends, the men emerge completely transformed. They cover their newly expanded bodies in white clay and wood ash, masking their original features entirely. To signify their status as competitors, they wear specific traditional adornments, including elaborate diagonal sashes made of cowrie shells draped tightly across their skin. Then comes the final test of the ceremony. After half a year of extreme lethargy and massive weight gain, these men are suddenly required to parade for hours under the harsh sun, walking and running in exhausting loops around a sacred tree. Carrying that much sudden weight in high temperatures pushes their cardiovascular systems to the limit. They rely heavily on the women of the tribe, who step in to wipe away their sweat and offer them alcohol and extra milk to prevent them from collapsing. The KL ceremony combines a massive intake of calories with a final test of mobility. Success requires the contestant to achieve the village's ideal size while maintaining enough stamina to stay upright and active until the judging ends. As the day concludes, the village elders inspect the competitors and officially select the Fat Man of the Year. There is no physical trophy and no prize money. Instead, the winner receives lifelong admiration and elevated status within the community. He also secures his choice of marriage prospects. His physical size serves as a highly visible, undeniable resume, proving to potential brides that his family commands a vast and reliable network of cattle. The festival then closes with a formal ritual. The elders sacrifice a single cow, using a sacred stone, and carefully inspect its intestines, using the specific patterns inside to forecast the coming year's rainfall and agricultural yields. Over 180 days, a lean, active physique rapidly expands to severe bloating, but this state is entirely temporary. Once the ceremony ends, the men shed the weight within weeks, returning to their lean baseline to resume the active lifestyle required to herd cattle. Pushing the human body to such a temporary, bloated extreme challenges our standard ideas about nutrition and physical conditioning. If you found this biological feat as fascinating as we did, Let us know in the comments and subscribe for more deep dives. The Kyle ceremony demonstrates that for the Bodi, a man's body is a temporary canvas used to broadcast his family's wealth. Once that message is sent, the men shed the excess and return to the lean, working reality of life in the valley.